Welcome back to the channel. Now today we are looking at some of the players that we know and love from the ATU Dynasty. I imported their draft class and this is who we're looking at so far. Now I simulated the 49ers franchise to get us to the free agency in the off-season portion of the franchise. And I'm looking at these guys. Now Williams, if you remember, we played him week 1. I just did a little bit of scouting on him. Interview was amazing. Has a good touch, knowing when to take some velocity off the ball, stuff like that. His arm strength is amazing, pass accuracy is average, and of course we played him in week number 1 of our last season. Harvey went to Oregon, we played him. Here goes our man Fry. Coley is the running back from UCLA that some of you guys remember. And of course we have Cunningham, who you can see is listed as undrafted. Coley 3rd to 4th round. Harvey is a first-round pick, and I'm going to get to him in a second, and then we have this guy named Coley. Now, the reason why I'm doing this is because somebody told me that you weren't allowed to use a created school and import it. Clearly, you can, so that's really not a big deal. But I want to make sure that this Dynasty is a step up from SAU and ATU, so I want to add some type of storylines. I want to add player profiles. I want to add, like, playmaker bios and stuff like that. Those are, like, all things that I've been wanting to do ever since the SAU days. And that's why we had videos like this with David Carter. One thing you need to realize about me, life hasn't always been easy. It's been an uphill battle. It's been a fight. And sometimes you win, sometimes you lose in the fight. But I've been trying to win my whole life. Now, a lot of kids who are forced to do things, they don't really succeed unless you're the Jackson 5 or Michael Jackson. They were forced into the entertainment world at a young age. So I definitely want to tie in things like that going forward in these dynasties. I don't just want it to be play a game, you know, go to the next game and stuff like that. I want to give these guys a personality. I want to make, you know, somebody the hero, somebody the villain. I want to have controversies. I want to have just more storylines and stuff like that. Now, I did say that we would do this. We would take these guys from college and put them into the pros. Now, my biggest issue, not with Williams, because Williams, he was in the Heisman, you know, Heisman watch list for a very, very long time, so he should be a top 5 prospect. But then we get to Harvey, who's projected to go in the 1st round, and you look at his stuff. Arm strength, terrible. Passing accuracy, terrible. He did run a 4.5, which is solid. Interview was amazing. He may see a small amount of injuries, but I wouldn't worry about that. But again, the fact that arm strength is terrible, pass accuracy is terrible, and he's going to go in the 1st round, that is kind of alarming to me. Our man Fry, let's see what he did. Ran a 4.6. I'll take that. Bench press 27. I'll take that. Interview was great. Has decent hands to make the interceptions. Like, come on, man. And of course, they might be hurt because of the fact that Alaska Tech isn't a real school. And again, I'm not saying, I was not expecting this to be perfect. I'm going to say that again. I was not expecting this to be perfect, but it kind of rubs me the wrong way when he's projected to go in the 3rd or 4th round, when he is #1 in interceptions, not just for a season, but of all time in college. We could check out this guy because we played against Coley for a while when he was at UCLA. Ran a 4.3, which again, I think is pretty good. His interview was terrible. Shows good hands in the short area passing game. And he has above average hands. Run power is amazing and stuff like that. Interview was terrible. That's not a good sign for him. And then Cunningham ran a 4.6, which again, I like. Bench press 22. So that's why, again, run stopper for him when he bench presses 22. I mean, bench press 225 22 times. I mean, that's cool. Average hands for outside linebacker. He'll make some picks. Again, average hands, but it says above average for him. So again, it's not perfect. I could be overreacting just a little bit, but I want, you know, because I know that you guys are going to want to see some guys in the NFL. You guys know me, I am the king of starting and stopping series and stuff like that. So if I'm going to do something, I want to make sure that I can finish it through that. Because basically, I stopped series 1. Of course, if the viewership isn't really there, if the likes aren't really there, and if the comments aren't really there. Because I have my own idea on what it should be. I don't really ask for likes and stuff like that. But what I do look for is, can I see an end game? Is there an end to this? Like, what is the story behind what we're doing? And I don't want the series just to end because we won a national championship, because that's what it was with SAU. We won back-to-back. Series was done. ATU, we won a national championship. Series was done. I want there to be more of a reason to keep something going. I want to give players a personality. I want to actually make this like a Friday Night Lights, you know, beyond the lights type deal, where like these guys, you know, become like household names to you guys, and you guys like actually care about these players outside just what they do. So just a conversation piece, I guess. I'm gonna think more about what I want to do. We might just do this and just simulate it, but I would actually like to have some type of end for Fry, have some type of end for Aaron Coley, have some type of end for guys like Cunningham and Ward and stuff like that. So I might just end them off with like a story, maybe like a 3-part story, because even with David Carter, like I love that series, but one, I had too many things going on, which I usually do, and number 2 is that I didn't see the end game, you know what I mean? I didn't think too far, I didn't think far enough in advance to how I want the story to go, you know what I mean? And of course, using actual videos and trying to tie everything together to make it make sense 100%. So that's what I want to do with these series and stuff. I want it to be drama. I want it to be like, you know, Any Given Sunday, you know, Remember the Titans, you know, stuff like that. So, excuse me. So, at the end of the day, this series is going to be a little bit different from what we saw with SAU and ATU. Just want to give you guys a heads up. I know that if I don't import these guys, there's going to be people asking why. Well, this is the video that will show you why. I also plan on making a playlist for all the pre-Dynasty videos so everybody can see my train of thought behind it and stuff like that. And then of course we're still gonna have one in NCAA 14, but I want to get this one off the ground first. So we're probably gonna do like a player profile video coming up soon, because I want to let you guys know who are like the main characters, who are gonna be some people that might come out of nowhere and stuff like that. Want to really get in depth with it, you know, to give you guys something to look forward to each and every time. But that's gonna wrap it up. Didn't want to take too much of your time again. No wait. F it. Let's just see what these guys get drafted. Let's see what these guys get drafted, man. Let's just... Why not? Why not, man? Let's have some fun with it. Let's see what these guys get drafted. Alright, y'all. So I did not draft any of these guys. I just simulated the whole draft. And as you can see, we ended up taking Dave Scott, and I actually might look at these guys. I might do it off camera, but look at these guys' stats and stuff like that. So we took him with our first pick. Then we took a kicker, and again, all I did was simulate it. But as you can see, we actually took Coley. We actually took Coley. We can't see his overall right now. And then we also took the other Coley from Ohio State, which I think is pretty funny. And then we got David Sanders. So I'm going to just advance all this, cut, computer sign. And yeah, we're just gonna see what happened with Fry and what happened with everybody else, and see Coley's overall and stuff. So Zach Coley comes in ahead of Frank Gore as far as overalls are concerned. Remember, Madden 06 was Frank Gore's rookie season, so I guess the computer version of the Niners thought that we needed another halfback. He has 79 overall with 87 speed, so Frank is the fastest running back. Kevin Barlow, who I can't stand, he is still the man technically. Let's look at the receiver. My man Coley, 75 overall with 90 speed. Not really too mad at that, but let's go find out where Cunningham and Fry, and I also want to see where Williams went as well. So Mike Williams, who is the quarterback from Florida, he got drafted by the Giants. He is 85 overall, 79 speed, and he is going to be the starting quarterback over Eli Manning. Now, a lot of these rookies are going to be starting. I saw a bunch of quarterbacks already as a starting quarterback. New England, I guess, let Tom Brady go. He's now Brown, and the Patriots, they have a rookie quarterback starting for them, and I believe he's in the 80s. Let me just double check that. Yeah, he's 83 overall. So I'm guessing something happened with the draft class where Madden and EA Sports wanted you to be like, hey, let's use these guys. I also want to see where Harvey went, so hang on. Alright, so it looked like Harvey didn't even get drafted. So let's go see where Fry got drafted. Harvey was projected to go in the first round, but he is not on anybody's roster. And Ryan Fry, number 40, is 76 overall with 72 speed. We're number 40, baby. And his hands, let me see his hands. Did I pass it? Catch. What is catching? At 50. So, hey, it ain't perfect, but hey, it's something. And for everybody that was upset for me giving him dreads for my one episode franchise with Madden 17. I gave him dreads because he was growing out braids, so I figured that maybe he just transitioned into dreads and stuff like that. For everybody that was worried about that. Now let's go see what Cunningham went. I know he went undrafted, so maybe he's actually out there. So our man Thomas Cunningham, he is still a free agent, a rookie free agent. He's 65 overall. We actually do need an outside linebacker for the 49ers, so it would be kind of cool if we just, you know, pick him up. You know what I mean? Try to sign him one time. But yeah, man. Matter of fact, let's see what he looks like. Let's see what he looks like. Not that. He's actually quite big. For 216, he's actually quite big. It actually kept this stuff. That's actually pretty cool, man. But yeah, that's gonna wrap it up. That was pretty cool. We might continue to do these. We might, you know, have these guys get drafted and stuff. But I would like to add a storyline to these guys. I think that would be kind of cool. You know, make it a little bit deeper than just, you know, playing the game and stuff like that. I want to see what he look like. Do they keep all this stuff? Ooh, my man Fry. My man Fry. He is a saint, yo. That is pretty awesome. That is pretty awesome. Well, alright, you guys, that's gonna wrap it up. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. As always, I enjoyed bringing it to you. I hope the rest of your day is the best of your day. Until next time, peace. Hot sauce.